I well and truly really don't get this one. The whole fucking Russia thing. I don't get the whole fucking Russia thing. I watched the video. I'm going to play it for you. I'm essentially mirroring it. Hey, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm not gonna bother to talk through it because it's giving you all the information that I have that I want you to have in your head as we watch the video that we're going to actually watch. So this is kind of one of those. Normally people would say, go and check out this video if you want to have context to what's going on. Fuck that shit. I want you to have the goddamn context. I know you're not gonna bother to watch the other video. So I'm going to make you watch the other fucking... Technically. You skip it if you want. Of course, you're in control of that shit. But it is actually a pretty good video. It's from 1791L. It's a channel that I've been watching since he was a baby tuber. Since he had less subscribers, I think, than I have now. And he blew up fucking big. And he deserves every bit of it. And I love his content. He's very smart, very thoughtful, very, very good. He's very good. Very unbiased. He's pretty fucking straightforward. You know, like I like his content. It's a good channel. You should check it out. I wholeheartedly recommend it. But we're gonna watch one of his videos. It's very important to like the background of why I think all this shit is going on with Russia. At least Russia's mindset of all this. I still don't understand why Rachel Maddow hates Russia so goddamn much. And why CNN hates Russia so goddamn much. And Hillary Clinton and John McCain and Nancy Pelosi and fucking Maxine Waters and Putin. Fucking, man, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. Who gives a shit about Russia? Where the fuck all of a sudden did fucking Russia? What? Where? What? What the fuck did Russia do? They don't like gay people, and I get that, and that's bad. They don't like gay people. But as far as I know, they're not hanging them from fucking cranes off buildings. So it's odd the fucking countries that we defend and the countries that we attack. I don't get it. I don't get the whole fucking thing with Russia. Anyways, check this shit out. It provides a lot of context to where I'm going to be taking this video, which is Putin's speech that he made where he was showing off his fucking weapons. He was showing his funny cartoons to the people. We're going to watch that shit. But please watch this first. It's a good video.
Surrounding Russia is the prevailing belief that it's in some way equal in power to the US, or even so much a threat. Though Russia is not a trifling matter, the recent rise in Russophobia is unwarranted given that Russia's power is largely a mirage. The reality is that Russia is only considered a world power because of their nuclear capabilities. At the helm of this nuclear arsenal is a blowfish of a KGB master manipulator who projects an undeserved veneer of influence and power. What's not widely known is that Russia is plagued with many crippling issues. They're struck with massive health crises, a population in freefall, a sickly economy, and an antiquated military. Not to mention they're a country totally isolated, offering no real incentive for any nation to come to their defense in a world conflict. Their survival is completely predicated upon their nuclear power, but even that would end in a Pyrrhic victory, if any at all. In regards to public health, despite having half the population of the US, Russia still manages to have more people infected by AIDS. This has devastated the populace with one of the fastest growing HIV/AIDS epidemics in the world, reaching crisis levels. However, this still pales in comparison to the harsh reality that in Russia, more babies are aborted than are permitted to live, ultimately putting the rate of reproduction on its knees. This places an enormous strain on every facet of life, with the population getting older and older while having fewer young and able-bodied people to support the entire society. Another symptom of Russia's rapid decline is its rampant alcoholism that has killed 1/3 of the population. Alcoholism often goes hand in hand with economic stagnation, and this is clearly evidenced by the fact that Russia falls 2 spots away from last on the Human Development Index among developed nations. From rampant alcoholism to runaway abortion, all of this societal decay seems counterintuitive for a country that is often believed to oppose all manner of degeneracy and affects legislation to the end of constraining it. The tendency of many to view Putin favorably just because he makes moral pronouncements is simply slapping a band-aid over a mortal wound. The average life expectancy for a Russian man is 64. To demonstrate how utterly abysmal Russia's ranking is, third world, war-torn countries like Iraq and Libya have somehow managed to leapfrog over Russia's shockingly low lifespans. Libya, which underwent a brutal regime change, managed to best them with an average life expectancy of 75, trouncing Russia by 11 years. Additionally, the miserable living conditions in Russia are likely complicit in propelling them to a top spot in global suicide rankings. A lot of people might look at the sheer mass of the Russian expanse on a map and assume wrongly that this translates into proportional power. These people couldn't be more wrong. Russia's economy is in fact weaker than those of Italy and Canada, only amounting to a minuscule 1.8% of the world's economy. America, a superpower they're portrayed as a rival to, has an economy that is well beyond Russia's weight class, being 12 times larger and making up 24% of the world's economy. More importantly, however, is that Russia's economy is entirely dependent on their ability to export oil. In 2012, oil, gas, and petroleum products accounted for over 70% of the country's total exports. What this basically means is if the US and its Western allies were to embargo all of Russia's exports, the glass house that is Russia's economy would completely shatter, leading to mass hysteria and a total destruction of their standard of living. The only way to confront this challenge would be for Russians to totally restructure their export economy, something they're financially ill-equipped to do. In all probability, the simple act of isolating Russia's exports would lead to its absolute devastation. Because of the absurdly low probability of Russian success in a US-Russian conflict, creditors and lending institutions are not likely to lend the Russians what they would need to build their military to a sufficient degree of preparation. In their scramble to reallocate their already strained resources towards their dilapidated military, the economy would collapse and any potential war would be over before it even started. To even begin to compare the might of both countries is a waste of time, as obviously Putin and the rest of his governments are keenly aware of the aforementioned facts. This is why in the face of every provocation, they respond with tough talk and no action. For instance, when their jet was shot down over Turkey, the Russians denied that their jet was over Turkish airspace and viewed this as a provocation on the part of the NATO member state. Under normal circumstances, such an attack on a sovereign state's military would be a flashpoint for military conflict. Yet Russia quietly slunk back into its frozen chambers and said nary a word. Not exactly what you might expect of a power so formidable that the United States of America should quake in its boots. It's commonly thought as well that Russia would find an ally in China, which is nowhere near the case. China has no financial incentive to side with Russia in an international conflict, given that China's largest trade partners are the EU, the US, and Japan. In the absence of any worthwhile allies, Russia's only sympathizers are failed poverty states such as Belarus, Iran, and Syria. This alone means that Russia has very little leverage over the United States and its allies. The Russian leader's singular vice grip over every facet of society is probably the biggest indicator of its weakness. It's not a feature of powerful, prosperous societies that the entire structure of the country is dependent on one man. If anything, it belies a national inferiority complex. Throughout history, Russia has been subjugated to many military incursions and has suffered a considerable loss in military power since the fall of the Soviet Union. It's only natural, then, that they would rally around a man who projects the kind of power the country itself has lost. It's truly fascinating that Putin has managed to project such power abroad, consistently ranked as the world's most powerful person by Forbes, Time, etc., despite commanding a country that is outspent militarily by the US to the tune of $530 billion, or more money than they have in their central bank. For perspective, the US Air Force alone outspends their entire armed forces. All of this makes the exaggerated perception by Democrats and neocons within the Republican Party all the more laughable. If anything, the rogue state of North Korea should be an even greater concern given its proximity to allies Japan and South Korea, not to mention its rapid advances in nuclear proliferation. Putin is the equivalent of a blowfish managing to inflate the veneer of the power he wields in a way no other leader can. So much of Russia's foreign policy, most recently its incursion on Crimea, is dependent on US inaction. This much is demonstrated by their lukewarm response to President Trump's strike on Syria, one of its main allies. A muscular president quickly reveals the holographic power of Russia.
Now, you see they got a lot of shit going against them. So essentially the way it plays out in my mind, I don't want to lead you guys any more than I already have. You've seen what I have to show you about what I know about Russia. Take what you will from 1791L, but I have yet to watch a video of his where I was like, what the why? And he fact checks out pretty good because he's using other sources. He's citing the sources when there's all this shit. So I like the guy for that reason. I trust him that far. He hasn't led me astray yet. That's pretty fucking good. I fucked up a number of times. You know what I'm saying? I fucked up more than a couple of times. So I gotta give it to him. He hasn't fucked up once as far as I can see yet. So, hey, what are you gonna fucking do, right? So, I don't want to lead you any more than that, though. We'll get into it as we get into it. But let's watch what good old Vlad has to say.
Спасибо. Большую озабоченность вызывают и некоторые положения обновленного обзора ядерной стратегии США, в котором расширяются возможности снижения и снижается порог применения ядерного оружия. И кулуарно можно кого угодно и как угодно успокаивать, но мы читаем то, что написано. А написано так, что она может быть пущена в ход в ответ на удар обычными вооружениями или даже на киберугрозу.
Now I can understand why he would think that. The whole thing with the hacking and Russia hacking and rigging the election through hacking and all Hillary Clinton's emails and whatnot. I can understand where he would think that might be considered an actual attack of one nation upon another. Because people have said, that's an attack on our nation. Right? So I can understand why he would think that. Because in his mind, an attack on one's nation is something that would be retaliated with a nuclear strike. I don't know where he's getting that from. But I don't understand why people would think he's crazy for thinking that that's a possibility. The idea of nuclear weapons is being bandied about a lot recently with Kim Jong-un and all that shit. So the nuclear talks have started up. Everybody's trying to get their nuclear weapons. So I can understand why he would think that that's a possibility. That a nuclear response would be a viable response to a cyber threat. Because people are saying that's a threat upon the nation, or an attack on the nation. So, already we're off to a bad start.
Отмечу, в нашей военной доктрине Россия оставляет за собой право использовать ядерное оружие только в ответ на применение против нее или ее союзников ядерных и других видов оружия массового поражения. Или в случае агрессии против нас с применением обычного вооружения, когда под угрозу поставлено само существование государства. Все очень четко, ясно, конкретно. В этой связи считаю своим долгом заявить следующее. Любое применение ядерного оружия против России или ее союзников, малой, средней, да какой угодно мощности, мы будем рассматривать как ядерное нападение на нашу страну. Ответ будет мгновенным и со всеми вытекающими последствиями.
Very understandable. That's kind of the deal. Everybody's got nukes, so we all just go look. It's fucking bad if we all just start firing off nukes. Nobody's firing off nukes, right? We're all just gonna not destroy the world. That's the deal. We all got them, and we're just not gonna use them because we all got them. So that's fucking there you go. No nukes, right? And I like that. That's fine. I'm fine with that. We got them. We don't use them. Perfect. But you know, we got them. So sooner or later, somebody's going to want to use one. And we're the only ones, as far as I know, that have dropped a couple. And, you know, that's a fucking thing. But, we all got them, so we're not going to use them. We at the time when we used it, we were kind of like, we're going to do this thing because see what happens. And it wasn't good. So I like that. Let's keep doing that. It is all very sexual, isn't it? Now that looked to me to be a failed launch that clipped into a fucking cartoon. You know, I don't even want to. I don't want to know. I don't want to know if he's really got them or not. You know, we all got nukes. We just don't use them. Fucking that's the deal, right?
У воеводы дальность 11 тысяч километров. У новой системы ограничений по дальности практически нет. Как видно из видеоматериалов, он способен атаковать цели как через северный, так и через южный полюс. Сармат – это очень грозное оружие. В силу его характеристик никакие, даже перспективные системы ПРО ему не помеха.
Oh, I'm sure I figure out something. Like, I'm just saying, man. I'm sure somebody figure out something. When it comes down to it for real, somebody figure out something.
Создаваемых нами в ответ на односторонний выход Соединенных Штатов Америки из договора по противоракетной обороне и практическое развертывание этой системы как на территории США, так и за пределами их национальных границ. Должен здесь сделать небольшой экскурс в недавнее прошлое. Еще в 2000 году США поставили перед нами вопрос о выходе Соединенных Штатов из договора о противоракетной обороне. Россия была категорически против. Мы исходили из того, что советско-американский договор о ПРО от 1972 года являлся краеугольным камнем системы международной безопасности. Данное соглашение не только создавало определенную атмосферу доверия, но и гарантировало от бездумного, опасного для всего человечества применения одной из сторон ядерного оружия. Поскольку ограниченность систем противоракетной обороны делала потенциального агрессора уязвимым для ответного удара. Мы долго уговаривали американцев не разрушать договор о ПРО, не нарушать стратегического баланса. Все тщетно. В 2002 году США в одностороннем порядке вышли из этого договора.
Now, I'm not entirely familiar with the ABM treaty. From the context in which he was talking, I imagine that it is anti-ballistic missile. I imagine that is what ABM stands for. And I imagine that the treaty was, we're not going to defend, or we're not going to research missile defense systems because we're just going to say we're all open to attack, so hey, we're just not going to attack, right? I think it's kind of fucking stupid myself. It makes it a very aggressive type thing. I like the idea of everybody having missile defense systems. That way, everybody can defend themselves against missile attacks. No reason to attack at all, because this shit ain't gonna go through. We got missile defense systems everywhere, and guess what? We got them placed so close to you that there's no fucking chance you're gonna fucking defend it. So, how about them apples? We're all just gonna say that we're all good and well defended. No reason to bother attacking. We're just not going to do anything, right? We all just let our nukes rot. Who cares about it? So, I like the idea of that. But for a country like Russia, you know, that's a sticky wicket because they're not really involved. For whatever reason, nobody likes them. Nobody likes Russia. Probably because they're poor and they're not really a worthwhile ally. Because what the fuck do they have? What do they? Oil. And they already export their oil. They have to. They have no other choice. So, who fucking cares about Russia? Like, moving on.
Откуда взялась такая позиция, в целом понятно. После развала СССР Россия, которая в советское время называлась Советским Союзом, за границей ее так и называли, Советская Россия, если говорить о наших национальных границах, утратила 23,8% территории, 48,5% населения, 41% валового общественного продукта, 39,4% промышленного потенциала. Я обращаю внимание, почти половину, 44,6% военного потенциала в связи с разделом вооруженных сил СССР между бывшими союзными республиками.
Now, I want you to all understand that he pretty much told you a very abbreviated version of the 1791L video that I had you sit through. We all noticed that, right? That was just what he fucking did? I'm just saying.
Техника в российской армии устаревала, сами вооруженные силы находились, прямо скажем, в плачевном состоянии. На Кавказе шла гражданская война, а на наших ведущих предприятиях по обогащению урана сидели американские инспектора. Вопрос одно время стоял даже не о том, можем ли мы развивать систему стратегического оружия. Некоторые задавались вопросом о том, в состоянии ли наша страна вообще безопасно содержать и обслуживать ядерное оружие, доставшееся нам после развала СССР. Россия была вся в долгах, без кредитов МВФ и Мирового банка экономика не работала, социальную сферу содержать было невозможно. Видимо, у наших партнеров сложилось устойчивое мнение, что возрождение экономики, промышленности, оборонно-промышленного комплекса и вооруженных сил нашей страны до уровня, обеспечивающего необходимый стратегический потенциал, в обозримой исторической перспективе невозможно. А если это так, то нет и никакого смысла считаться с мнением России. Нужно идти дальше и добиваться окончательного одностороннего военного преимущества, а затем и диктовать свои условия во всех остальных областях.
See, when it comes down to it, Russia used to be a big power in the world. They used to be a big power. They sat at the big boy table. And then they broke them up. And after they broke them up, fucking, they weren't at the big boy table anymore. They kind of were, but they, you know, it was kind of like, you have a bunch of nukes. We'll see it here. You really don't have much else. So just understand, we don't really fucking care, because you've got no weight to throw around other than your nukes. All you can do is be an aggressive fucking nation. And that's not going to work out for you. That's what's going to keep you not being involved in shit like NATO. So just sit there at the big boy table and we'll pretend like you matter. But they don't really. And that pisses Putin off to no fucking end. I think it annoys him that he's not at the big boy table. Nobody cares about his fucking opinion because nobody cares about fucking Russia. But for whatever reason, people in the U.S. care about fucking Russia. And I don't understand it. I don't get why. But I get why now. I fully understand why now. Thanks for that, Rachel.
Несмотря на наши многочисленные протесты и призывы, американская машина заработала. Конвейер пошел. Действует уже система ПРО на Аляске и в Калифорнии. Как результат расширения НАТО на восток появились 2 района ПРО в Восточной Европе. В Румынии он уже создан. В Польше завершается развертывание. Дальность используемых противоракет будет расти. Планируется развернуть их в Японии и Южной Корее.
Now he has a point there. Those placements in South Korea and Japan will surround Russia on all sides. But they will also be very close to North Korea, who is also an aggressive nation who really, really badly wants to sit at the big boy table and have his fucking opinion be heard and you know, worked into world structure and shit like that. But again, another nation that has nothing else other than nukes. So nobody really fucking cares because all they can be is an aggressive fucking nation, which is keeping them out of all the fun things like NATO. Right? So really, that's the fucking problem. You used to be at the big boy table. Not anymore. Really want to be back there. So, gotta remind everybody, we got fucking nukes, man. We got nukes. You gotta listen to us, because we got nukes. So, they go on to show, I'm not gonna make you sit through another, dude, it's another bunch of people clicking buttons on computers and shit like that. and loading big missiles into things that you can't see, and then computer graphics of torpedoes swerving around in the ocean and shit like that. And I'm telling you, they'll figure that shit out. It's a drone, man. They're just drones. It's just a drone. It's a drone piloted by somebody. There's no fucking grand secret here. It's not a great this top secret missile system that we have. No, it's a fucking drone. They say it's a drone. It's a drone, and it's piloted by a person. That's why it can turn and shit. And it can probably turn and shit because it's a fucking missile drone that's equipped to turn in fucking water. So, the big fucking secret's cracked. But hey, here's what he has to say about it.
Кстати, условные наименования этих двух новых видов стратегического оружия России, крылатые ракеты глобальной дальности и беспилотного подводного аппарата, пока не выбраны. Ждем предложений на сайтах Министерства обороны.
Which I honestly kind of at that point saw as the punchline of this whole joke. He's outsourcing to social media the fucking naming of his missile defense. Alright. And then he shows another fucking missile that does the same fucking thing as the torpedo does. It weaves around shit. Ooh. It's a fucking drone, man. It's a drone. Even more, just looks like a drone that's piloted by a person and turning and shit. Ooh.
В силу понятных причин мы не можем сегодня показать истинный облик, истинный внешний вид этого изделия. Даже это сегодня имеет значение, серьезное значение. Думаю, всем это понятно. Но уверяю вас, все это есть в наличии и хорошо работает. Более того...
Yeah, dude, the fucking kid down the street has the same technology, and it works. It's a fucking drone. It flies, and he weaves it around trees and shit. It's amazing. Wow. What secret fucking technology? It's just mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Wow.
Это обход рубежей обороны показываем. Поскольку дальность неограниченная, она может как угодно долго маневрировать. Как вы понимаете, ничего подобного ни у кого в мире пока нет. Когда-нибудь, наверное, появится, но за это время наши ребята еще что-нибудь придумают.
Yeah, dude, and somebody's already figured out how to fucking pilot a drone and have it just dogfight your drone and attack it. Like, dude, come on. Are you shitting me? Whatever, man. It can fly for a really long distance. That's pretty much what it's got going for it. Other than that, it's a fucking drone piloted by a person. And it can weave around shit. Ooh.
Мы не делали, как видите, никакой тайны из наших планов, а говорили об этом открыто и для того, чтобы прежде всего побудить наших партнеров к переговорам. Повторяю, это был 2004 год. Даже удивительно, но несмотря на все проблемы, с которыми мы сталкивались там, в экономике, в финансах, в оборонной промышленности, в армии, но все-таки Россия оставалась и остается.
I will say I do remember that. I remember he was doing like a thing where he was just being interviewed, whatever, and fuck, what was the question that they asked him? It had something to do with why they're trying to come up with military attack strategies instead of defensive strategies. And what he said made a whole lot of sense. He said that coming up with defensive things, you have to think of the possibilities. You're not thinking of what you can do. You're thinking of what you're going to have to be able to do to defend against whatever the fuck your enemy comes up with. So, defensive strategies, you got to come up with something really fucking good that's going to be really fucking good and really good for a long time, or you're wasting your fucking money, because when they come up with the next new thing, you're going to have to change your fucking defense. So, and then you're going to still have to look towards the future to what could they possibly come up with fucking beyond this. So, it's a lot cheaper, relatively, it's a lot cheaper to come up with the new attack strategies. Because the people that are coming up with the defensives come up with the new attack strategies and then the defenses. So he's like, we're just gonna not bother with the defenses. We're just gonna be always ahead of the defense, so that we're always in charge. We're gonna have our opinions heard. We're sitting at the big table because we're always ahead of their defense. We can always attack them. That's what makes us powerful. We can always attack. It's just not a good fucking strategy, man. It's. God damn it.
Крупнейшей ядерной державы нет. С нами никто по существу не хотел разговаривать. Нас никто не слушал. Послушайте сейчас.
I don't know. It was such a mic drop moment, and I just shit on him for every other goddamn thing he said. So, like, I wanted to give him the first couple fucking beats of the outro just because, yeah, you should listen now. I don't know. It just sounded so cool when I was editing it together, and I heard it, and I was like, yeah, like, I don't know. Gotta give him something. Gotta give him something. But, yeah, fucking, they don't really have nothing. They got oil. And they have no choice but to fucking sell oil already. So, and we don't have to buy their oil. We can go, we're not gonna buy your oil. So, yeah, what the fuck else do they have? Snow. Snow and hot bitches. That's it. That's all Russia has. Hot girls and snow and fucking oil. And nukes. Bam. That's what they got. And we got hot bitches too. And we got a bunch of nukes. And we got oil. And fuck snow. So, but that's the thing. Russia used to be a big power. And Putin's all about that shit. He remembers the glory days. And he ain't living the glory days anymore. And now he's fucking leader of shithole Russia, and it sucks. It must suck, and his people must look at him like, dude, we used to be a superpower. What the fuck? What happened? And he's like, oh, don't worry, we'll get it back, because that's what he needs to tell his people to get elected, right? So they elect him, and here he is, and all he's got is nukes. So he's waving his fucking nukes around going, I got nukes. You should listen to me. You listen to me now because I got nukes. I can always attack. Never forget that I can always attack you. Dude. It's just not, you spend the first part of it saying, we're only going to use these if nukes are used against us. But, like, still, then you go on to essentially say the whole fucking rest of the speech, we can always attack you. Just remember, we can always attack you. Doesn't matter what defenses you come up with, we'll figure out the new way to attack you. We're always going to stay ahead of you in that manner. Just be chill about it, man. Just be like, look, you know, hey, we get it. We got a bunch of nukes, and that's pretty much what we got. And nobody else likes us, because it's very cold up here, and everybody hates us, because it's cold. So, I guess we'll just fucking have them. We're just gonna be peaceful, man. We got nukes, yeah, fine. Man, let's just do our thing. That's what they should do. That's what Russia should do. They should just go, look, you know, we used to be big and powerful, now we're not. But we're going to fucking work hard, we're going to persevere, we're going to be big and powerful again. We're going to make our economy, we're going to make Russia great again. Marga. We're going to get Marga going. Make Russia great again. But fucking instead, we got a bunch of nukes. And look, we got even cooler nukes now, because they can swerve around shit. They're fucking drones. We got drone nukes. Well, so do we. We got drones that they can fucking put warheads on. Are you out of your mind? Like, are you shitting me with this? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get the whole Russia thing. Look at them. Our stuff can get around your stuff. Dude, Why? Why do we give a shit about Russia? Why does it? It's like joy. What the fuck? Joy and Russia are the same fucking thing. People just can't leave the fuck alone. What is with Russia? Who gives a shit about Russia? Nobody cared about Russia 5 years ago. Nobody cared about Russia 10 years ago. Fucking, it was 50 years ago when people gave a shit about Russia because they were the USSR and they were fucking something back then. Who cares about? They have hot bitches and snow and nukes. It's it. What the fuck? Why do people care about Russia? They meddle in our election. Everybody's meddling in our election. Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna tell me that Angela Merkel with her, we're opening our borders and we're letting in every refugee because we're so awesome and progressive like Hillary Clinton. That wasn't attempting to meddle in our fucking election? Really? China? You're telling me that China didn't do anything to try and meddle in our election to get one person or another elected? Are you fucking kidding me? Hillary fucking Clinton meddled in the election to get herself to be the fucking the candidate for president. Are you and we care about Russia? Why? Why do we care about Russia? Who gives a shit about fucking Russia? Hot bitches, snow, nukes, oil. That's all I got. Why? Why do we care about Russia? Ugh. So fucking. They attack other countries. Who? Crimea? What? And then what happened? They got fucked up and thrown back or whatever. I don't even fucking know what happened. You want to know why? Because nothing of important happened. They tried some shit. It didn't fucking work. Who cares about Russia? They're always gonna try some shit. It was Georgia before that, wasn't it? Or was there some other fucking thing between Georgia and Crimea? Dude, they want so badly to be a world power again. They want their shit back. Everybody said, no, this is my land and this is my place and fuck you. We're not part of Russia anymore. You go be Russia in Russia. We're fucking Ukraine here now, bitches. And Russia's like, but that was our shit, man. We want our shit back. So yeah, they're gonna fuck around and try and test it because they're an aggressive fucking nation. Because they got hot bitches, snow, nukes, and fucking oil. That's it. So yeah, they're gonna try some shit here and there, just to say, you know, we're still a superpower because we can attack people. You know, we can attack people. That's all it fucking is. So who gives a shit about Russia? That's why we care about Russia, because they go, hey, we gotta remember we can attack people. It's fucking stupid people doing stupid shit. That's all it fucking is, and it's gonna lead to thermonuclear war. This used to be me. A sad, sad puppy. No food in the fridge, holes in my pillowcase, and all out of... Recently, things have been going great. You all have helped me out a lot. Now I have a fridge full of takeout, new pillowcases, and let's be honest, I'm never out of... But the reason that things have changed around for me like that is because I've had a lot of pressure taken off of me for buying stuff for making videos for you guys. You guys helped me buy a new capture box when my old one broke. You helped me buy a new PC when the other one turned into poop. And you helped me get to Perfect Circle concerts so that I could share that experiences with you guys. Recently I've kind of had to change the way I do things, but I found another way. You can find me on Maker's Support. I have a link in the description, and if you'd like to donate money to keep this sort of thing going, then that's where you can do it. Thank you very much. Have a good day. I hope you have fun.